Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is food prep or vegetable prep. In this period or season, the way things are, what we need to do is bulk buying. That is, if the electricity supply is a bit constant, I know it can't be 100% constant. I've got the ewedu, and then I've got the spinach, amaranthus, popularly called green, and I also have the pepper and the tomatoes. Is pepper a vegetable? By the way, keep on watching. For the pepper tomato mix, I've got more of tomatoes than the pepper. The peppers are the chili pepper, shombo, scotch bonnet, rodo. I will remove the stalk from the peppers and the tomatoes, wash, cut off the onions, and go to neighborhood mill. When it is grinded, I'm going to boil in a pot until it reduces, especially because of the tomatoes, which can cause it to go bad. When it has boiled on low heat for a very long time, be careful not to burn it. I'm going to keep it in containers. For this medium ones, this can do for a rather large amount of soup. If it's a tiny bit, I will use half. And then I have this ones for the occasional stew for yams, just fry something up. For the leafy vegetables, I've got the ewedu and the green spinach or tete. I'm going to blanch this vegetable called green, detach the leaves from the stem, wash it properly in running water. When it has been properly washed, I'm going to pour hot water on it. Just leave it for some minutes. It shouldn't be up to 2 minutes. This is just to remove the germs from it and a way of preparing it to be put in the fridge or freezer, as the case may be, so it can last longer. It's about 2 minutes later. I'm going to drain out the hot water, run cold water on it or water at room temperature so it stops cooking, and then drain when it has cooled down, squeeze out the excess water, then it's ready to be stored. For the ewedu, remove the leaves. I have a video on how I make ewedu. Please watch it. Quick and easy ewedu. Water has boiled. I have washed it neat, and then I'm pouring it inside the water with locust bean and every other thing. Just watch the video. I'm going to allow this to boil very hard. I'm not going to overcook it before I put it in the blender. Putting in the blender after cooking it reduces that raw foam that comes from it, and it also improves the smell as well as the taste in my own. Make sure the foam covers every part of it, and then use a spatula so it doesn't boil over the stove and then you have a mess to clean. Almost done, and then I'll put in the blender. Just put in the blender just for a few seconds, like pulsing, so it has that traditional feel of ewedu or look of ewedu. Pour it in the bowl so that it cools down quick. Okay, look at the consistency. The spinach has cooled down. This ewedu has cooled down too. I packed the spinach. Look at the consistency, not too smooth, and the locust bean just as if you use a traditional broom. By now you'd have noticed I'm using old ice cream containers, and they are very good to use in the freezer. More ice cream containers, I like to portion it out. Like this ewedu will be when you have guests, and then this one is for like a minimum of 2 people. It depends on how the person likes ewedu. Some people don't like ewedu at all. and they end up taking a small portion. So instead of taking some out, and then if it's frozen where you have to break it, with this method you don't have to do that. The same thing I do with okra. I cook okra this way too and put it into portions. The way you do is done. Please check out the video. As I said earlier on, the spinach green has cooled down, the ewedu too has cooled down, ready to be stacked, and the pepper too showed you earlier, and I have a bigger portion of the pepper. This one is for like 4 times. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. The ones I'm going to use in a day or two, I'll keep it in the fridge, while the rest I'll keep in the freezer, so I do not open the freezer anyhow and it gets frozen. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is the spinach a couple of days later and it transformed.